Hi there, this is Roderick from Toy Masters Video Magazine. Still here at BEA 2015 at the Jacob Javits Convention Center. I'm over here at IDW Publishing's booth. And I'm with Lee Walton. Lee here is going to tell us about some of the books that they're putting out for this year and what might already came out that I just didn't pick up yet. With that, Lee from IDW Publishing. Also, you know what? Top Shelf?
Top Shelf.
Top Shelf. So here's Lee.
Hey, how's it going? So I'm the head of marketing publicity for Top Shelf. We are a part of the IDW Publishing family now. It just merged with them in January. And we've got a lot of exciting stuff for you guys. Most recently, or some of the books that have recently come out, this is the gorgeous hardcover collection of The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Volume 3, which is called Century. It was published as 3 paperback collections, 1910, 1969, and 2009, now all together in this beautiful hardcover, Alan Moore and Kevin O'Neill. Following that, they started doing a series of spin-offs called Nemo, following the daughter of the original Captain Nemo, whose name is Janny. And she inherits the fearsome Nautilus and sails the 7 seas in search of adventure and revenge. So they've done 3 of those books, and coming later this year, we're actually going to collect all of those into a gorgeous boxed collection slipcase. So keep an eye out for that ahead of the holiday shopping season. For Free Comic Book Day, just a couple weeks ago, we put out this comic called The Motorcycle Samurai. This is a digital adventure story that's been a huge hit on in digital comics, and we decided, hey Chris, you know what, this is such a big hit, let's take it to print and give people something they can put on their shelf. So this is the free sample we did for Free Comic Book Day, and then in July we're actually going to release it as the graphic novel for your bookshelf. So much fun. It's sort of like a Quentin Tarantino / Mad Max kind of a crazy Wild West, over the top. Everybody talks with this extremely affected, crazy language. It's a lot of fun. On a more serious note, we also have our most successful series we've ever done. This is March by Congressman John Lewis. He's one of the living legends, the last man standing who was a speaker at the March on Washington. He's a key figure of the civil rights movement and was actually deeply inspired by a comic book that he read in the 1950s about the Montgomery bus boycott. It was one of the reasons he got involved with the civil rights movement and became a close associate of Martin Luther King and A. Philip Randolph. So book 1, #1 New York Times bestseller, the first graphic novel ever to win the Robert F. Kennedy Book Award. We're super proud of this book and honored to be working with such an American hero. So that's book 1. Book 2 came out earlier this year. It's even thicker and covers the Freedom Rides in 1961, the 1963 March on Washington, and there will be a book 3 to the March trilogy as well coming out next year. Just yesterday, we announced another really exciting project from a famous name. This is Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, the graphic novel by Hunter S. Thompson. He wrote the original book. It's been adapted by a cartoonist Troy Little, who's just fantastic. This is one of my favorite pages from the story, which captures the quest to find the American dream, primarily through taking a lot of intoxicating substances and driving across the desert through Las Vegas. So we're really excited for that book, which will be out in October. Another couple titles let me highlight real quick. This is our comedy version of the Bible called God is Disappointed in You. It's got the shiny edges, it's got the red ribbon, the whole works. It's a fake leather design, and every single book of the Bible is collected into just a couple of pages here with cartoons by Shannon Wheeler, who's a very successful cartoonist for The New Yorker, also the creator of Too Much Coffee Man, and written by this hilarious writer, Mark Russell. Basically, it's as if the Bible were being explained to you by a drunk guy sitting next to you at a bar. So that's a lot of fun, and you end up learning a lot because everything in it's completely true and accurate, just told with a little tongue-in-cheek voice. And then we've also got some great titles for kids. We have the Johnny Boo series by James Kachalka, and also from the same author, the Dragon Puncher series. Coming next month in June, we're actually going to have a crossover where Johnny Boo meets Dragon Puncher in a new book. As I said, it'll be out next month by James Kachalka. And plenty more exciting stuff coming up down the roads. Last but not least, the story of my tits. I don't know if I'm allowed to say tits on your video series, but here we go. Jennifer Hayden, fantastic cartoonist, spent 8 years writing and drawing this book. and it is a monster. It is heartbreaking and sad and funny and charming and sweet. Not only a story of her relationship with breast cancer, but also her family, both her mother and her mother-in-law struggle with breast cancer, and we see the way that that transforms the fabric of the family, the way that that affects relationships, sometimes weakens them, sometimes makes them stronger. But by the time all of this crisis happens to these characters, you've spent so much time getting to know them, falling in love with them, you really feel like part of the family. And for anyone who's ever struggled with breast cancer, known somebody who has, or just needs a way in to talk about a subject that's not really very comfortable, not something we like to talk about, Jennifer just makes it so warm and engaging, and you just can't stop reading it. I'm so proud of this book. That'll be out in September, and the sky's the limit for that one as far as I'm concerned. So anyway, thanks for your time. I'm Lee. This is Top Shelf, part of the IDW family.